Hi, I'm Dirk Mandt, and I thought I would share some information I've gleaned over the years about handling horses' feet and what to do about problems when they're not cooperating and such. This is my horse Lesson, and he actually had quite a bit of feet handling issues when I first got him. But luckily, with some relationship building and some understanding, we've gotten to where his feet's actually quite easy to handle. So, one of the things I would first mention is if your horse is hard to handle anyway, it's good to get some of that worked out before you try handling the feet, because we're kind of in a vulnerable position when we're bent over down here trying to hold on to a leg or a foot or something, trying to file it or do something for it. So just to get something done with easy, horses have a chestnut right here, and I've actually seen this out in the pasture where horses will try to reach down and bite that part of the other horse and say, "Give me that leg, give me that leg." So it seems to be a spot where they use on each other in order to cause the other horse to yield a leg. So I've built it so I tap on it, get a hold of it, and if I have to, I pinch it and squeeze it. And I kind of get to a place where if you get a partnership out of your horse, you'll just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna tickle you there," and he'll yield his foot further. On the hind feet, I'll move them forward a little bit, so hopefully we can get a good view of that. Instead of using the chestnut, which is down here, I use the cap of the hawk. So I do the same sequence where I tap on it 3 times, get a hold of it, try to pinch it, then twist it if I actually need to put on pressure. And getting to a spot where your horse can be like, "Alright, he's going to pick up my leg and rub it and set it back down, pick up my leg and rub it, set it back down." If your horse is particularly food motivated, you could use a ward system. I actually had to use that with him about his hind feet in particular, because he didn't want anybody to have anything to do with his hind feet. So it was even hard just to clean them out. So since I was by myself when I was working on this, I had him tied up to a hitching rail. I was like, "Alright, when you cooperate with me back here, I'll give you a marker signal," which was a little click. I either use my mouth or a little handheld clicker and say, "Alright, whenever you do everything I like, I'll click you and reward you," because I couldn't treat him right away, right after he did something nice. So I used that to get him lots more confident and cooperative about his hind feet. One thing I try to keep in mind is there's only so much we can manhandle our horse because they're so much bigger and stronger than us. So if I'm holding on to his leg here and he's hopping around on 3 legs and I'm trying to hold on to this isn't going to be a workable situation, especially if I actually try to file his feet or something like that. So that's where it goes into, alright, if he's difficult to handle anyway, maybe I need to get some of that straightened out by working on groundwork, leading them, pushing them around, trying to develop some kind of relationship and communication. But I'm just as inclined to, first he's trying to hang on to his foot when he's moving around trying to take it back, is let him take it back and just go back to, "Hey, yield your foot again," with the signal that would cause him to yield his foot again. And this is what I use with the chestnut because it seems to have a lot of understanding with the horse. All different horses, not just this one, been exposed to that a lot. So when he yields his foot just a little bit longer than last time, that'd be a good time to release. Maybe take him for a little walk, maybe let him eat some grass or something and revisit it. So versus holding on to it for 5 minutes trying to work on it, and I'd be like, "Alright, if I can get 3 seconds holding on to it, that's good, because next time I'll ask for 5 or 6 seconds. And after that, I might ask for 20 to 30 seconds. And then we'll build up to the 5 minutes that I actually need to be able to work on his feet. And that's one of the reasons why I say, hey, let him have his foot back and ask for it again. And just try to get it to lengthen in time with a kind of a relaxed horse. I actually had a horse I was working on and had his foot cut between my 2 knees, which is a common farrier position. It wasn't this horse, but I had that horse pick up my whole body and drop me on my belly when I had that foot pinched between my legs right here. And I had it in a pretty strong position, so I actually got picked up by the horse, and that's just with one leg of the horse. So I keep that in mind, and that one of those legs could pick up my entire body and hurt me if it ended up being the case. Anyway, there's lots of different positions to hold a hoof. So a simple one is just hold it against your leg, or simply hold it in one hand, so you can use the other hand to manipulate. As far as what to do with your rope, I try to get in a habit of hooking it on my elbow lots of times so it's always available if I need it. But you can also drape it across your horse's back, so it's available in lots of different ways. Trying to get your horse to rest a foot comfortably on top of your knee is often helpful. And there's also the more typical farrier position, where it's actually a little bit pinched and cradled between your lower thigh and knees.
Do you want to show all these positions?
Here. And ultimately, you want to find something that's comfortable for you and comfortable for the horse. So I have my toes together, which kind of brings my knees together, and I can actually kind of brace against him a little bit right here because I have my shoulder pushing into his shoulder. And this way I could put him quite still, and I have both hands available. Another position would be placing it against just below my knee a little bit, or it could be above, depending on how tall your horse is. This is another position. I mean, you want to be careful about how vulnerable you are in all these positions. If you did take his foot back, where would it go? I don't want to be on top of my foot and set it down unexpectedly. So, and with the hind feet, there's lots of similar options too. Common one would be I'll rest his kind of shin on top of my foot thigh here, and that way I'm kind of in a little bit of a squat position and potentially have both hands available. But oftentimes when I'm working with a file or something, I like to brace his foot with my other hand. And this is, I have his toes cupped with my hand. I have my elbow braced against my knee or lower thigh here. And I have this other hand available for working. And I could do a similar thing and switch hands and work with this one now. Anyway, I mean, the main thing is to, as best you can, get some kind of partner out of your horse, so he's not trying to fight you when you're working with these legs. And if the horse is particularly dangerous about his legs, I don't want to be down there trying to get him to yield it for the most part, so I would use a string or a rope or something and use that to say, hey, can you yield that foot a little bit? Oh, great, it's just a little bit this time. I'm going to try to ask for a little bit more next time. And so there's, depending on how dangerous the situation is, we want to try to find strategies that we can actually use and utilize. It's not just a concept, and ones that are more or less safe, as best as we can get. So there's certain depending on what the situation is, you may not even want to even approach the feet first. You might want to get better at pushing him around and saying, hey, you should go where I tell you to go. And don't push on me like that. Move off of that. Anyway, I found handling horses' feet should be something every horse owner has some comfort, has some amount of comfort with, because we need to either just check them out or pick them out. I even had him get a nail stuck in his frog before, so I had to pull out that nail and then shoot that foot afterwards. So, during that situation, I wish he was a little bit better about his hind feet, because when I had to do more complicated things with it, he wasn't as comfortable with it. That was a little eye-opener for me. Like, oh, I thought you were good about your feet, but when I'm trying to stick a boot on you or something, he wasn't as good about his feet as I thought he was. Anyway, I'm Dirk, missed my horse wrestling, and we've certainly grown a lot with trimming and handling the feet and getting some amount of comfort and just how easy it is going to be. As you saw, he was pretty happy to yield his feet most of the time. It didn't take much from me, and for me, that's the goal. It's like, alright, I don't have to preach every time. I just have to ask for it, and they're willing to cooperate with some degree. Anyway, thank you.